Before I start this episode, I would like to give a little disclaimer. I am not a professional movie critic, neither I come from a movie background nor I have an experience of acting. I'm a simple, ordinary audience who loves good storyline and enjoys watching good movies. So this episode is just a reflection of my own experience of watching a particular movie. And now let's start an episode. What if one day, out of nowhere, you ran into someone you once desperately needed closure from? Maybe it's an ex-lover, an ex-best friend, or even a parent who once walked away. What would you do? Smile and say hello? Freeze with anxiety? Or just pretend you didn't see them and walk away? Okay, hold on. Before your mind dives into a spiral of flashbacks, let me introduce you to a movie that holds space for all of that. A quiet, melancholy masterpiece that might just offer the answers that your heart is looking for. This masterpiece name is Us and Them. Us and Them is a Chinese romantic drama film directed by Taiwanese singer-actress Renee Liu and produced by Zhang Yimei. This movie is released on April 2018. The film stars Xing Boran as Xing Ying and Zhou Dongyu as Xia. I was looking for something to watch which is heartwarming, slice of life kind of movies, and then I bumped into this one. This movie is available in Netflix. It's basically about two young people who meet while traveling home for the Lunar New Year. They are total strangers at first, but life brings them together again and again. The film jumps between their past and present when they were struggling to make a life in the city, chasing dreams, dealing with money, love, family, and all that messy real life stuff. It's not just a love story, it's about timing, choices, and how people change when life gets in the way. It's emotional but not overly dramatic. It's quiet, beautifully shot, and super relatable, especially if you ever had someone you loved but it just didn't work out. That what if feeling, yes, this film leans into that. Zhang Ying's character in this movie wants to be a game maker but has to deal with financial issues and lack of time, while Shasa is a very hardworking woman who is very clear about what she wants in life. That is house, good husband, well, basically financial safety. She's doing everything she can to meet ends in the hustling Beijing city. This movie really dives into the kind of love that is not all sunshine and butterflies. It explores that hard truth. Sometimes love just isn't enough, especially when life throws real stuff at you, like money problems, pressure from family, or the daily grind of just trying to survive in a big city. Both characters come from a low-income background, and you can really feel how that affects not just their future, but their relationship. They dream big, but life hits back harder. And it makes you question, is love really enough to hold two people together when everything else is falling apart? It's raw, real, and honestly kind of heartbreaking in a quiet way. The film does not romanticize struggle. It shows how time, circumstances, and unspoken pain can slowly shift people apart. It asks those deep questions. What does it take to really make it work? And what happens when timing is not on your side? There are so many moments I loved in this film, but let me start with the title, Us and Them. It's simple but powerful. Us feels like the past when they were together, and them feels like the present when they have become strangers. That contrast runs through the whole movie. One of the most beautiful things is how the film shows the difference between past and present, not just through the story but visually. The past is shown in full color, warm and alive. The present is in black and white, kind of dull, kind of empty. It's like when they were together, even in struggle, life had color. But now, in each other's absence, even success feels gray. That hit me hard. And then there is this one scene I can't forget. They are broke. They have to move into a dark basement room, and the girl looks out through this tiny window and sees a blooming flower outside. Just one, but it stands out. That flower becomes this quiet symbol of hope, of holding into dreams even when everything feels dark. Later, when the guy sees the same flower alone, it feels like that a small reminder that hope still exists. There are two main things that I took away from this movie. The first one is Love alone is not always enough. Timing, stability, and life circumstances matter too. This film reminds us that even when two people are deeply in love with each other, life can get in the way, especially when you are struggling to find your place. Dreams, responsibilities, and financial pressure can slowly change the way people show up for each other. It's a quiet but painful truth. Sometimes love doesn't survive reality. Second is the past can be warm, but it's the present that teaches us what truly matters. Through its storytelling and visuals, Us and Them beautifully shows how memories stay colorful in our minds, not because they were perfect, but because they were full of feelings. And yet, it's only in the stillness of the present, in the absence of someone, that we really start to understand their value. So, if you love slice of life movies with emotional depth, this one's for you. If you enjoyed Blue Jay, you will probably feel a similar pull here. Both are quiet, reflective, and beautifully unique in their own way. And if you are struggling with closure or holding on to what ifs, Us and Them might gently offer you something to hold on to. But if you are into fast-paced plots or action-packed stories, this might not hit the mark. It's slow, emotional, and meant to be felt, not rushed. Sometimes movies don't give us answers, but they help us feel seen. Us and Them did that for me, and maybe it will for you too. Thank you for listening. If this story stirred something in you, maybe take a quiet moment tonight to reflect on love, timing, or the ones who once felt like home.